guys, and happy Monday. Welcome back to our live broadcasting schedule. Thank you so much for understanding the time I took off for our family to go on vacation. If you are joining us here on Facebook Live, welcome. And if you're joining us on YouTube, welcome as well. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified when we go live. We are back on our regular schedule, Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on both platforms, YouTube and Facebook. If you are new to joining us, my name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And here in this community, we are doing that through intermittent fasting. And for today's aging woman, intermittent fasting has been that thing that we have been able to incorporate that is letting us look and feel our best and live our most authentic life. And tonight, I am going to kind of put a scenario together for you. I get a lot of questions from women, or I get a lot of statements, I guess probably would be more accurate to say, about how difficult intermittent fasting is. And I know a lot of that difficulty or thought of difficulty comes from all of the kind of chatter that goes on out on the internet or on Facebook, or reading blog posts about the cans and the can-nots of intermittent fasting and all the sort of variables of information on what you can and can't do to be successful with intermittent fasting. And I agree that that makes kind of the decision to jump into intermittent fasting maybe a little bit more difficult for some, or feel like maybe finding success with intermittent fasting could be difficult. But I really want us to think about what things in life are truly hard to overcome, or what things in life are hard to have to incorporate. And some of the women that we've had go through our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Women's course have gone through some really hard times in life. We have women who have battled and survived breast cancer. We have women who are suffering from autoimmune disorders. We have women in our group who have lost loved ones. We have women in our groups who are suffering depression, food addictions. You name it, we have things that we are having to deal with on an everyday basis that, in my opinion, are hard. And I know when I was going through my sick time, when I was dealing with my autoimmune disorder, when I was dealing with my thyroid problems, when I was dealing with my insulin resistance and weight gain and water retention and pre-diabetic state, that to me was very, very hard. I didn't like having to wake up every day feeling bad. I didn't know what was going wrong with my body. I couldn't figure out what foods were making me sick. Every single day was a struggle, and that was hard. And when I made the decision to start intermittent fasting, I would say that that was probably difficult, but I wouldn't describe it as hard. It was one of those things that I just had to make a decision that I was going to do, because everything else in my life that I was trying to do wasn't working. And my life was hard every day to have to wake up feeling sick and wondering what new ailment was going to come my way the next day if I didn't get my life figured out and my hormones figured out and my nutritional situation figured out, and try to pinpoint what it was that was making me so sick. So every day was hard. When I made that decision to jump into intermittent fasting, I think maybe even the better word to describe what I went through was maybe frustrating, because I was knee deep in all of that confusion and all of that kind of noise that was going on of the what you can do and what you can't do. And I was trying it all, and I was struggling, and I was not very successful in the very beginning because I didn't know who to trust, and I didn't know what was the truth as far as what worked and didn't work with intermittent fasting. And it wasn't until I was able to really develop sort of a system and a program that did work in my life, that did work for me as a woman, that did work for me at the age in which I was at when I was struggling so much with my health and the frustration of what to do to make myself better. Once I figured all that out, then the decision to jump into intermittent fasting was super easy, and the process of incorporating into my life was easy, because everything up to that point was in fact hard. And so oftentimes when women come to me and say that intermittent fasting is hard, my response back to them, and I don't mean to make this sound cold, but it's always, make sure you're picking your hard carefully. Like, what's really hard? Waking up every day sick, waking up every day feeling bad, and waking up every day having to rely on prescription medication to get you through, which could cause a bunch of other side effects that you're going to have to deal with down the road. Weight gain that's uncontrollable, that you can't seem to get a handle on, being depressed about how you feel in your own skin, having to, try to manage a family when you can barely get yourself out of bed every day. Like, those are the hard things. Figuring out how to listen to your body and how to incorporate some new ideas and new ways of thinking about living your life, to me, is pretty easy, especially when the information's out there and the support is out there and the systems are out there, and the community that we have now of these amazing women who are so willing to share their story and so willing to share their support is there, that incorporating intermittent fasting into your life is really probably one of the easiest things that we can do once we just make a decision that we're tired of doing it the hard way and that we're ready to kind of jump in with both feet to get it into our lifestyle and make it the easy way. And it takes about a week for you to kind of see those results and get through maybe what would be the frustrating times when you're trying to get your body to adjust to this new lifestyle. But really think about what it is you're going through every day and how you're feeling and what you're having to give up and what you're not able to do because you're sick. And isn't that really what's hard? And if there's a way that people can prove, or a way that other people are saying that they're living their life that is making all of those things that you might be suffering with go away, or maybe not be so detrimental in your life, then really it's more what we decide up here that's difficult than the actual events or lifestyles that we have to incorporate are really hard. Like, they really become very simple when you put your life and your well-being and the life quality that you want to have with others in the forefront of the actions that you have to take to make some change. So if you're struggling with intermittent fasting, or you're feeling like it's just too hard, consider the alternatives. And whatever it was that got you to research intermittent fasting, or to maybe look into a different way of incorporating nutrition in your life, or a different way of living your life around food, what was that thing that brought you to the research? What was that thing that brought you to Google something? What was that thing that brought you to a YouTube or a Facebook Live or a video that you're watching? What was it that brought you there? And isn't that really what is the hard part of your life? And that if you can just maybe trust something for a while and realize that whatever it is you're currently doing is just not working for you, that there might be something better out there, then that really kind of takes that difficulty level out and makes it seem like it's just something that's necessary and definitely worth taking a crack at to see if it can make some changes for you. The women in our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Women's group, we just finished our July group. The testimonials are again mind-blowing. They bring tears to my eyes. The weight loss part of it is just mind-blowing, but the health reversal situations that the women are sharing are mind-blowing. So trust me, if you're feeling like your life is hard around nutrition and you're feeling like your life is hard around dieting, there is an easier way and there's a better way. And we're here Monday through Thursday to kind of share little tidbits of what we're doing. And if you want to take it to that next step, then we'd love for you to come and jump on board with us deeper into the community with one of our courses that we have launching. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to check messages and greet everyone. I'm going to start on Facebook really quick. So YouTube, hang out there for just a second. I'll say hello to everyone. If you haven't jumped in yet, definitely jump in and let me know that you're here so I can say hello to you. And if you have a testimonial that you would like to share, I would be honored to read it and share it with some of our friends who are on with us. Hey, Margaret, good to see you here. Let's try to get something on the schedule for you and I this week, okay? Trisha from Japan, welcome. Just started in your August class. Well, I'm excited for you, Trisha. This first week is amazing. Lori, August group member here. Awesome, Lori. Welcome to have you. Kathleen, June graduate from Calgary, Alberta. Kathleen, good to see you. Darla's here. Janet from Nevada, welcome. Joy, we did have a fantastic vacation, Joy, and we got to take our little Callie with us, which was super cool. So we had the entire family, including our golden doodle, with us on vacation in Austin. We had a great time. Joni, hey Diane, Joni here in Indiana, an August course member. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Laura, hope your vacation was fun, refreshing, and relaxing. It was awesome. It was fun and refreshing. It was relaxing. It was really hot in Austin, like 104, 105. So that part of it was a little difficult, but we had a great time, and it was super fun to hang out with the kids. And we weren't on social media. I wasn't on social media very much. I really made it a point to kind of keep our phones away. I did kind of take care of some behind the scenes things, but we asked our kids to also take their phones and put them away. So we really had some legit downtime with our family, which was much needed. So thank you guys for always appreciating and allowing me to put my family first. And I totally appreciate that from you guys. Ruby, hello from New Jersey. Bernadette from Florida, good to have you in the August course. Ingrid is here. Marmar from San Diego, June class. Paula, pick your heart. Exactly. Magdalena, yes, make the decision. Absolutely. Cheryl Davis, what's up, girlfriend? It was such a pleasure to chat with you today. Atlanta, Georgia loves you. Oh, Cheryl, you were an absolute delight, girlfriend. I had a great time on the phone with you today, too. And it's great to see your face. I love that. Andrea, mid-July class. This is easier than I thought and so much better than the sugar binges I was on and how they made me feel, right? And Andrea, I'm sure you probably thought the first week or so that it was going to be hard. But now that you look back and you have some, hindsight, I'm sure you're feeling like your life now is so much easier. Jeanette, welcome. Gina, hi Gina, checking in from SoCal. I'm in the August group, day 1, 20-hour fast. Fantastic. Looking forward to getting into IF. Will putting lemon in my mineral water break my fast? We highly recommend in the course that you do a true fasted state. So nothing except water, black coffee, or black or unsweetened tea. You can put some stevia in, but then we kind of try to wean you off that as well. So I would say if you need to put lemon in the first couple days, sure, but I would try to wean yourself off that if you can. There are some flavored, there's Topo Chico lime, so maybe look for something along those lines if that might help. The black coffee is killing me. It gets better, and again, black coffee quality matters. So if you're not liking your black coffee, I would say maybe try to make it not so strong. We went through that in our house as well. And maybe see if you can add just a little stevia in it and then wean yourself off that as well. Susie, welcome to the August course. I'm feeling the increased energy, but over the last few days, I'm feeling more tired. What should I be looking into? Andrea, sometimes your body's just making like a shift. And so I would say maybe increase your mineral water, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep, and then check what you're eating in your feasting window. And your body does kind of ebb and flow as it's going through a change from going from a sugar burner to a fat burner. So just know that you're going to have some days where you're tired. Leslie, when do you have another IF group starting? We have a group starting in September. And Leslie, I highly recommend getting in early. And I always recommend that you do the consult call aspect of the course as well. So if you get in early, you have a better opportunity to get a consult call that meets your schedule, because I only do limited appointment times. There'll be a link in the comment section for how to join the course. Lori, welcome. Susie from Houston, welcome. Mimi, hey from Tennessee. In August group, we are in charge of embracing our hard things. It's what we should do. Exactly. Just finished the July class and my first 24-hour fast today. Kate, congratulations. I bet you're feeling amazing. Patricia, I'm checking in from Spokane, Washington. I have been following all of your videos and started IF Saturday. Blood sugar dropped 80 points. Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome. Nadine, August group, very excited to start. Yep. The first week, you guys, it is mind-blowing. So I can't wait for you to get to the next couple of days. Diane, on a 3-day fast, feeling great. Awesome. Increased energy, better mental outlook, blood pressure going down. It works. Exactly. And it seems daunting in the beginning, but trust me, you guys, if you're feeling foggy brained, if you have no energy, if you have medical things that you're going through, the hard part of intermittent fasting is like the first 3 days, and then it just seems like it's what you were meant to do. So trust me, try to get over that sticking point of it's hard. Sally, hi from Boulder, just finished a reformer Pilates class. Wow, felt great, down 6 pounds. Congratulations, Sally. Brenda, August course, welcome. Carrie, mid-July group, Vancouver, Washington, enjoying. Energy is through the roof, and it's been years since I felt this good. 20-hour fast, 4-hour feast, and 22-hour fast. Awesome. Are you experiencing what I call the energized sense of calm in a fat adaptive state? Dabani, welcome. Good to have you here, girlfriend. Favi, do you have to watch your carb and calorie intake during IF? Calorie intake, not so much. Carb intake makes, if you watch your carb intake, it makes it easier. Jackie, July 1 group, doing great. Awesome. Good to hear it. Lori, Mondays are hard after going off IF over the weekend. Thoughts? Yes. Don't go off IF over the weekend. I used to say that I lightened up my fasting on the weekends, and then what I found was that I actually fasted longer on the weekends because we were busy, and I just don't take food with me. So I would say if you're finding that Mondays are hard and you feel like you're starting over every Monday, incorporate some sort of fasting window on the weekends. Teresa's here. Welcome. Kimberly, August, first time to IF, went 17 hours accidentally today, but was famished and had slight headache. Okay, yeah, because you jumped in a little fast. So I would say just make sure you're drinking plenty of mineral water and maybe back it back down, or just stick at the 17-hour for a little while until that headache goes away. And you'll learn this week why it is you have a headache and why you're feeling a little famished. We need to get those hunger hormones under control. Okay, so my husband, Michael Parham, posted the link to get into our next group. Joni, August course, rocked 20 hours. Fantastic, Joni. Congratulations. Carrie, yep, sense of energized calm when I finally sit down. Haha. Yep, energized calm is what we shoot for. That is kind of when your body is burning its own energy as a source, and your brain is clear and relaxed. So it's an amazing place to live in when you're fasting. Okay, I'm back over here to YouTube. Let me see if I can welcome everybody. DS, good evening. Doreen from the July 1 course. Yvonne, hello there. June course. Yvonne's a rock star. Monica from Long Beach, currently on a train in Texas. So thrilled to have started the course. Well, welcome to Texas. We'll wave as you pass through. Glad to have you in the course. Sue, have been doing this for a few weeks and feel great. 60 years old. Awesome, Sue. Good evening, Brown Eyes. Hi, Diane. Just started day 1 August group. So glad to be here. Good evening. Oh, awesome. Kelly, it's going to be a great week for you. Christy, first day in the August course. Awesome and welcome. Carolyn, good evening, everyone. Lorraine from great message tonight. Oh, so true. Yep, it is. I have to deal with hard too, you guys. So what I have found is I have to just pick my hards very carefully. And what I really think is hard generally is not hard. It's what I'm trying to get out of. That's the hard. So yeah, sometimes you just have to kind of reword reframe what you're wording in your own brain. Sharon, thank you for these videos. I feel great with this way of eating. The only time I don't feel great is when I overeat. I don't need to eat so much food. No, eat to satisfaction, not to fullness, and then you'll feel better. It's a hard thing to kind of transition out of too, is to realize that if you're not hungry, it's okay not to eat. Hunger is a sign that you should eat if you're in your feasting window. And then we train you in your fasting window to kind of ignore the signs of hunger and really realize that when you're in a true fasted state, hungry is where the magic happens. We want to live hungry in a fasted state and enjoy satisfaction in a feasted state. Wendy, mid-July group, welcome. LA from Oklahoma. Yep, suck it up, Buttercup. It gets easier. So those of you who are in my course know that I have a lot of little catchphrases that I use, and suck it up, Buttercup is one of those. Just suck it up. It'll get better. Patricia, hello. I finally caught this live. Been doing IF for 1 month, pretty much daily. I did 23 hours today. It felt great. I've taken 100 milligrams of Levoxyl for hypothyroid for about 20 years. I want it to be done with. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Soy is a big thing with thyroid. So check your food labels for soy. Chris, am I still able to register for the August course? No, we closed out the August course because it started on Saturday. And there's a post right underneath your post which explains all of that. Stephanie, thought I was in the July class live video. I love the class. Awesome. Eliminating sugar, starchy foods, and most fruits, and substituting high healthy fats and medium proteins and low carb makes IF so easy. No hunger or cravings. Diane, you're wonderful. Oh, awesome, Trisha. I'm going to post a picture tomorrow of what I ate tonight, and it's in a perfect example of high fat, moderate protein, conscious carbs. Alita from Ventura, welcome. Love to cycle. Loved your soy info. Can't believe all the labels I read today with soy. I know. You gotta just sift it out of your life. Yvonne, you know my story. Eliminated meds, asthma, and allergies. Feel fabulous. 54, but feel like 34. And she has some legs that are just to die for. Yvonne's killing it. Enjoy your channel, Dawn from Connecticut. Oh, well, thanks, Dawn. Heidi, Georgia girl here. Been following your videos. Love it. Great info. Oh, thanks for being here. Denise, hey all. July 1st group, and I'm here to tell you IF is the way to go to make you feel great. I feel like I did 4 to 5 years ago before I started creeping to menopause. I feel awesome. Yep. No need to feel awful through perimenopause and menopause. You can change a lot of those feelings just by making a decision to make some different nutritional choices and treat food differently in your life. I had my one-on-one with Di today. Ladies, she is a wealth of information. She put my mind at ease about all the things I was fearful of. Thank you, Di, for coming into my life at a time when I needed it. Oh, girlfriend, thanks for trusting me. You guys, I value that so much. And it was great talking to you. Hi, Glenda. I was a little off this month with IF, but ready to get back on track. Yeah, just jump in. The cool thing about intermittent fasting is you jump in and you jump out. So just jump back in. Just finished on my July course tonight, 1 month down. Yeah, she lost 20 pounds. 20 pounds, you guys, in 30 days. And she feels amazing. Marina, I love listening to your guidance. I'm looking forward to alumni group, not wanting to leave this community. Yeah, you don't have to leave the community. We're here, girlfriend. We're not going anywhere. Jenny, can't wait for the alumni group. IF is the best thing I have done for myself in 30 years. Yeah, alumni group's going to be great. Let's see. I was thinking stevia was okay. 0 calories. No. Okay, here's the thing with stevia, you guys. I just gave up stevia, and I did it for this reason. Stevia is a natural sweetener, so it won't cause you to get knocked out of your fasted state. It won't cause an insulin release or anything like that. But the reason I've given up stevia is because what happens to me is when I have a lot of stevia in my coffee, or stevia, just one even, it becomes sort of a treat for me, and then I start to crave other sweet things. And so what I found is that when I start to feel like I'm leaning that way to start craving more sweet things, like I'm, like jonesing for a sweet snack at night after dinner or something, I just lay off the stevia for a week or two, and then my body sort of self-corrects, and then I'm stopped craving sweet things. So I'm an in and out of a stevia user kind of person. Right now I'm out. I'm not using stevia at all, and I'm noticing that I can have dinner, and I'm sort of done for the night. I don't need to have anything else tonight. If I was kind of leaning on stevia a lot for sweetening things, then what happens is I'm just constantly looking for that sweet satisfaction. So if you're the person who's kind of craving some sweet things, check and see how many things that you are consuming are sweet, including your coffee with some stevia in it, which is totally fine in a fasted state, but it might cause you to actually just crave more sweet things. So just keep an eye on those kind of things. I'm having no problem with an 18 to 20 hour fast, but I can't lose weight. I'm 53 on estrogen since hysterectomy. It could be the estrogen. So you might want to see if there's any other things in your life food-wise that might be making you estrogen dominant and kind of giving the double dose of the estrogen. So I would check your food and see if there's anything in there that might be causing that. Cynthia, doing great. 11 and a half weeks down 18 pounds. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. 11 and a half weeks down 18 pounds. That's crazy. Okay, Denise, 20-hour fast seems to be the boom. Never thought I could do it. Now I do it every day, and the dinner to dinner is great to restart the week. It's easy. Yep, totally. I'm in the mid-July group. Is it okay to do IF every day? I do 18-6 every day. Is that okay? Yeah, I fast every single day. I try to fast at least 20 hours every now and then. I do like a 16 or 18. I try to do 20 hours or more. It's totally fine. Patricia, doing 24 since starting July 1st course. For August, I'm trying a 48-hour fast once a week. We'll update you when the alumni course starts. Awesome. We're going to talk a lot about that in the alumni course too. So it would be great to get your input. Rita, July group, lost 9 pounds. We'll do measurements tomorrow. I feel amazing. This is my way of life. Can't wait for the alumni group to start. Thank you, Diane, for all your info. Rita, you're welcome. Laverne, where do I start? Just found out about IF. I need to lose 60 pounds. Laverne, there's a link right below you. Make sure you click on that. It's a bit.ly info IF group. Monica, I've been in Houston, headed for San Antonio, waving back. Awesome. You're kind of far, but it's closer than if you were in California. Let's see, if I do just the course, do I still have to wait for September? I would say register. There might be a surprise coming for everyone who's registering now for the September course. So I say don't hesitate. Get yourself registered. Christine, so enjoy listening to whenever possible. Thanks for, you're welcome. Let's see. What about salt and IF? What about salt? AJ, just finished my first 24-hour fast. Carrie, that's awesome. Awesome. So I don't like to call it I'm totally like getting that you call it a 24-hour fast, but I always just like to say, I like to teach people that it's better psychologically and emotionally to say you're doing a dinner to dinner fast and not necessarily worrying about that 24-hour phrase. That kind of freaks people out. Sometimes they think about, oh my gosh, going an entire 24 hours without eating anything, when psychologically and emotionally it's easier to accept you're going to go from dinner to dinner. So we really try to use that a lot. If I don't eat fast, I start to tremble. How do I get around that? You probably are still a sugar burner, so you need to incorporate a true fasted state and get yourself into a fat burning state. Okay, let me see if I can remember where I jumped off here. I remember that. I have low blood sugar pressure, concerned that IF may cause issues or worsen my blood pressure. Yeah, I would say if you're worried about it, I would contact your doctor. Sheila ate all vegan restaurant. They cooked in soy oil. Ugh, so sorry. Ugh. I would make sure you guys ask what kind of oil these restaurants are using. I posted on Facebook and Instagram. I think it was Saturday. My daughter wanted to go to this little deli in Austin. It's a place we've eaten before. She loved it. I asked them if they use soy oil in their kitchen and soybean oil. They guaranteed me no. And I said the A word. I said, well, I have an allergy to soy. I don't, but that gets them to go look because they don't want to, be responsible for me having some sort of reaction. And so they went back and looked, and sure enough, they used soybean oil. So if I had not said that and not had them go back and actually physically look in the kitchen, I would have had a major soy exposure, and I would have probably been sick the entire weekend. So don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to use the A word. I have a reaction to soy, and I need them to understand how important that is to me to not accidentally be exposed. So I ask everywhere I go. And instead of eating, I think it was around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it was before I like to break my fast anyways. I was going to make an exception to have dinner with or lunch with the family. And so since they used soy, I just ordered an iced tea and sat with the family and played with the dog, and everyone got to eat and everyone was happy and I was fine. So I would much rather not have a soy exposure and just not eat than try to accommodate people and get sick. I was shocked at all the hidden soy, even in tuna. Yes, tuna. Yeah, so I'm so sorry you had that situation, Sheila. Make sure you guys ask, and make sure that they physically go back into the kitchen and look and ask someone. Okay, there was a salt question. Let's see if we got that. Christine, congratulations on your 7 kilos in the month of July. Okay, been fasting for a few weeks. Did all that. Can you repeat the whole low sugar level trembling quandrum? Low sugar level trembling. What do you, I don't get what you mean. Yep, there was a vegan food truck at a festival this weekend that cooked everything in vegetable oil, which usually contains soy. Yes, I just fasted instead. Happy to fast. I'm happy to fast too. So if they say vegetable oil, make them go back and read the box or the can that the oil is in. It's vegetable oil with soybean oil almost 100% of the time. So if they say vegetable oil, make sure that now you guys know that that's a trigger, that it's also probably soybean oil. I would opt out. Not that other oils are any better, but soy will make you sick and other ones are just not good oil. So know the difference between those two. The low sugar level trembling. So if you have, okay, so it's you might be talking to like a hypoglycemic type of thing, that when you don't eat every 2 hours, you sort of feel like you're going to pass out or tremble. That situation gets better the more fat adaptive you get. Got shaky for a few hours after eating too. Can you repeat what you said a few minutes ago about still being a sugar burner and not needing to get into a true... Okay, so usually if you're feeling trembly or you have low blood sugar level when you're learning how to be a true faster, it's a couple of things. One is you haven't really gotten your body to change over from being a sugar burner to a fat burner. So you're either not fasting long enough, or you're eating too many carbs, or you're not in a truly fasted state. So you have to figure out what it is you're doing that's causing you to stay in that place where you're not able to take advantage of being fat adaptive. Enough salt and concentrating on getting enough electrolytes keeps my strength high and prevents low blood sugar dips, at least for me. Okay, cool. So what you want to do is just take salt. There's people who take like a quarter of a teaspoon of salt and just put it right on their tongue, and it just goes right into your system. You'll immediately get an energy rush, or make sure you're drinking enough mineralized water. Is avocado okay to use instead of coconut oil? I seem to have a reaction to coconut oil. I also, and so does my husband, we both have reactions to coconut oil. So we use avocado oil 99% of the time. We use coconut oil very infrequently now, just more of a flavor thing every now and then. And then every now and then we use olive oil, but our go-to oil is avocado oil. And the brand that we really like that we get at Costco is called Chosen Foods. We love it. And they just came out with a coconut oil, avocado oil, and an olive oil spray, which is basically just the same thing as avocado oil or the other oils, but it's in a convenient spray can. So I would say, I'm going to assume, but I'm going to read it, that they don't have soy in theirs, but I'll let you guys know. Lori, love my fat Shakeology break. I know, it's so amazing. Okay, here's a key and how you can tell if cooking spray has soy in it. If it sprays beautifully like an aerosol can, then that's usually because it has soy in it. If you spray the cooking spray and it sort of drizzles out or like shoots out like literally like oil and doesn't come out like an aerosol, that usually means that there's no soy lecithin in it. So that's a good way to tell, but the best way to tell is to just read the label. It'll say on there. Can you cook with avocado oil? Yes, avocado oil is one of the preferred oils to cook with because it has a very high burn rate, so low toxicity. So we use avocado oil for everything. Okay, so I think we've covered it all. Let's see. I didn't want to eat my last meal last night, but was worried that if I don't eat enough calories, it would start pulling from my muscles. Is that true? No, it's totally false. You do not atrophy when you're fasting, and if you're in our course, Sherry, we teach you why you no longer have to count calories. There's a whole system that our body knows how to do for us, which is why intermittent fasting works so great. You don't have to count calories, you don't have to count macros, you don't have to portion control, you don't have to do any of that. You eat to satisfaction in your feasting window, and then you fast, and that's it. And one thing I also want to remind you guys of, I get a lot of this, I've been getting a lot of it lately, is that you feel like you need to eat when you have time left over in your feasting window, even when you're not hungry. Never feed a satisfied body. So if you're in your feasting window and you're satisfied, you're satisfied. You do not need to eat anymore. Don't overeat preparing for tomorrow. It's not necessary. Catherine, why don't you email me? Somehow I missed that there was a live stream tonight. Does it happen each night? Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 90% of the time. Okay, cool. So I think that's it. Should I eat if I'm not hungry? I just answered that. I'm not getting enough nutrition. Yeah, you guys, that's why I say eat nutrient-dense foods. If you eat nutrient-dense foods, you eat high-fat, moderate protein, conscious carbohydrates, and you eat them in a high-quality state, so you make sure you're getting quality food, and you feel satisfied, you're satisfied. Your body, if you trust your hunger hormones, you'll learn that in week 1. If you're okay with hungry being where the magic happens in a fasted state, then you also have to trust that your body is smart enough to tell you and send you signals when you're satisfied. Remember, that's what the hunger hormone's job is. And when you're doing everything correctly in your fasted state and your feasted state, and your body's sending signals to you that you're satisfied, you should trust that. You do not need to eat for the entire, whatever your feasting window is, if your body's telling you you're satisfied. Trust your body. It will also let you know when you're hungry. And if you're in your feasting window and you're hungry, then please eat. So trust your body and the signals that it's sending to you. Okay, I'm going to do one more over here on Facebook, and then I'm going to jump out of here. I didn't want to, okay, that's it. That was one I already answered. Let's see. Peanut oil. Okay, hi from Colorado, mid-July group. What do you think about changing up your fasting hours? Don, we talk about that in our group. Laura, peanut oil. Ugh, nope, I wouldn't eat it. Yellow tongue thoughts due to fasted diet. Oh, I don't know about that. Probably your cup, probably in like a keto state. Maybe with the yellow tongue, I don't know. How many calories meals a day do I eat? Depends how many. It depends on. I don't know calorie wise. I have no idea, and I eat to satisfaction. What is your reaction to soy symptoms? I think it was trashing my thyroid and causing me to have autoimmune kind of problems. Low blood pressure. Any thoughts? I have super low blood pressure. I go to the doctor and they want to know if I'm fainting or like basically alive. I always have had low blood pressure. It's a genetic thing. My grandmother had low blood pressure. Intermittent fasting does nothing to affect that in a negative way. And I would probably say when I was hypoglycemic, I had bouts of kneeling down and standing up and feeling like I was going to pass out. So it was more like a blood sugar thing than a blood pressure thing. And I haven't had any of that. And I'm fine. And I exercise and I run and I do everything that a normal person does. And I have extremely low blood pressure. So it doesn't bother me. I'm very generous with salt now. I use a lot of Himalayan sea salt. And I don't have to worry about blood pressure issues. So I just enjoy salt and I don't worry about it. I'm fine. Okay, I am going to go ahead and bust out of here for tonight. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for saying hello to me and letting me know that you're in the course. I always appreciate that. My alumni group members, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get my hands on you guys in the alumni group. We're going to have so much fun. If you're looking to join our next course, I always suggest joining and getting your name on the list and getting in our system. If you're going to join with a consult call, I always recommend that you join early so that you have a better pick of calls. It's always first come, first serve. And I do limit the number of calls that I have in a calendar period, so I always suggest getting in quickly. The links to join our next course will be posted in the comment section. And if you're catching this on YouTube in a replay, it is always in the information section. Facebook, you can always catch it by clicking my timeline banner. I welcome you guys to join. There's no need to be suffering any longer. The women in our course, you've heard, they're getting great results and they're getting them very quickly. So I promise that if you follow what we're teaching you in the course, you will be one of those people as well. So have a great night tonight. Tomorrow night I will be back here, so 9 p.m. Central Standard Time in both locations. If you have something that you would like me to discuss, a topic, always feel free to email me at dianeparhamfitness@gmail.com or leave a comment for me below. I always go back and review the comments, and I would be happy to feature one of your questions or a concern that you might have about intermittent fasting in one of my live broadcasts. So always thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for trusting me with your health and your life, and I will see you guys tomorrow night.